Hello. This video provides guidance on the immigration policy update related to the end of CBP One Parole. Please note that the information in this video was last updated on April 18, 2025, and that audio was automatically generated. What is CBP One Parole? CBP One was an app used by the U.S. government during the previous administration that offered limited appointments for people without prior permission to enter the country through an official port of entry on the southern border. After the inspection process at the port of entry, CBP authorized the entry of people who had presented an appointment, granting them conditional release, better known as parole. Parole allows a person who is otherwise ineligible to enter the United States to receive temporary permission to enter the country. Those who receive parole are allowed to enter and remain in the country for a specified period. Many people who entered through CBP One receive parole for a 2-year period. Parolees can apply for work authorization while their parole is valid. Let's discuss some key questions related to CBP One Parole. I received a notice that my parole will be revoked. What does this mean? Recently, people who were paroled after entering the country following a CBP One appointment received notice from the Department of Homeland Security, DHS, indicating that their parole will be terminated within 7 days if it hasn't already expired. Once your parole terminates, you will be considered unlawfully present and could be detained and deported from the U.S. unless you have another immigration status. Can I still work legally in the United States? Typically, work authorization is revoked when parole expires. This means you will no longer be able to work legally after the date established under your parole. However, if you have a work permit based on another legal status, such as TPS or a pending application for permanent residency, green card, or asylum, the termination of your parole does not impact your ability to work. What will happen after my parole ends? If you don't have another immigration status after your parole ends, you will be considered unlawfully present and could be detained and deported from the U.S. unless you have another immigration status. What if I have a pending application for asylum or another status? Although anyone who is unlawfully present can be deported, the Department of Homeland Security may prioritize deportations for those who have not applied for another status, such as permanent residence, green card, asylum, temporary protected status, TPS, or T-visa status, for victims of human trafficking. This means that if you have a pending application, you may be able to remain in the United States while you wait for a decision, but there is no guarantee. You should carry proof of the pending application, such as the receipt notice, with you at all times. The end of parole also does not affect you if you have already received another immigration status. I have decided I want to return to my country. What steps do I need to take? The steps to return to your country will depend on the status of your individual case. It is important to consult with an immigration attorney. If you have a case in immigration court and do not appear for your hearing, a judge will most likely issue an order of deportation in absentia, which carries consequences that would prevent you from returning to the United States for a specified period. Some people are eligible to request permission from the judge to return to their country voluntarily without affecting their future ability to return to the U.S. Consult with an attorney about your case. Indicating your departure on the CBP Home app does not suspend your responsibility to attend your immigration court hearing. Where can I find help? If you have not already done so, you should consult with an immigration legal service provider to see if you qualify for any other legal pathways to remain in the U.S. You can ask Find Assistance here, immigrationadvocates.org/legal directory. Note for Cubans and Haitians. Cubans and Haitians remain eligible for benefits as Cuban-Haitian entrants, even if parole is expired or terminated, as long as they have not received a final order of removal.